The crowd was in better mood as the cars lined up for the start of the race, hardly surprising as their favourite was at the head of the queue. And he stayed there as the cars raced for the first bend, teammate Berger riding shotgun as he kept Boutsen at bay.
Behind him, de Cesaris must have surprised himself with the speed with which he managed to have a collision, ploughing out of the race as Senna raced into a comfortable lead ahead of Berger and Boutsen. The replay shows a lazy sandwich between Patrese Williams and the Dallara of de Cesaris, but it was the Italian who found himself launched into the runoff area at high speed. In fact, this was de Cesaris' fastest accident to date, so he was pleased with the record.
So Senna led the way, ahead of his teammate, with Boutsen third. Prost fourth for Ferrari, ahead of teammate Mansell, Patrese fifth in the other Williams, and Alesi sixth for Tyrrell.
But Sandro Nannini had his second first-lap altercation in a row. Involved in the de Cesaris incident, he was forced to pit for a new front wing. The onboard cameras gave an impressive view of Boutsen outbraking Berger to take second place. Boutsen had been impressive in practice at this challenging yet bumpy track, but Berger was clearly still uncomfortable. Then Groyard attempted to cut a corner just as he had 2 weeks earlier. But this time it was he who came off worse, bouncing off Michele Alboretto's footwork arrows and into the sand trap.
Up ahead, Gerhard Berger was about to lose another place. This time the challenger was world champion Alain Prost, and he passed him with as much ease as Boutsen, beating the Austrian into the bend. Prost was now in third position. His car was behaving itself, and for the first time since leaving McLaren, the Frenchman must have felt him with a chance of winning a race. Then a dramatic demonstration of how not to make a pit stop. Boutsen getting it all wrong to the alarm of at least one of his mechanics. At least he had the presence of mind not to emulate Mansell and engage reverse gear. But it was to be a day for schoolboy mistakes. Senna had time aplenty to overtake backmarker Satoru Nakajima, but he chose the wrong moment, and the Tyrrell removed the McLaren's wing.
Frantic activity in the pits saw Senna receive a new nose cone, but the replay showed he'd only himself to blame. He lost time and rejoined 27 seconds behind Berger. So arch rival Alain Prost was in the lead, and it was a stroke of luck he wasn't about to waste. Behind him, Patrese had experienced the other sort of luck. Things had been going well in fifth position when his Williams caught fire and the Italian had no option but to retire.
Prost went on to claim his 40th Grand Prix victory and his 6th in Brazil, in itself a record. The crowd may have not been too happy, but the Frenchman had recorded his first win for Ferrari. Maybe now he was starting to believe his title could be retained. He won from Berger in second and Senna in third. Teammate Nigel Mansell was fourth, with Thierry Boutsen fifth and Nelson Piquet sixth.
There were emotional scenes in the Ferrari pit after the race as team manager Fiorio congratulated his new driver, who couldn't hold back the tears.
Honestly, I didn't care about Ayrton today because it was a Brazilian Grand Prix. I just wanted to do well and wanted to win this race because we expected to be very competitive at the beginning of the year because we've done very good tests in the winter, and the first race was very bad for us. And I just wanted to push hard from the beginning, and I'm very, very happy. And for me, for sure, it's maybe my best win in my career. I mean, it was the first with Ferrari after only 2 races, and also for the team, it's fantastic because we have a new car, new engine coming in Imola, and I think it's a good start of the season.